Good morning, Sam. You feeling better, babe? Good morning, Jazzy G. So listen, y'all. I'm sitting up here listening to this early morning mess. Oh, good, good. So I'm listening to this early morning mess, and of course, I was over there, in the bushes over there at VS's. VS is a whole different situation. Listen, you call yourself giving commentary on the gentleman panel once again. You gave commentary on the fact that Jay Wilson came on to the Mess Express again. And then you spoke about him going on to Brianna's channel. Then you turn around and say that he went on his own channel and gave a review of the gentleman's panel. Good morning, Camille. And what was so strange about him giving a review of the gentleman's panel? People are doing that all the time. You have Dr. Heavenly giving reports on Married to Medicine. You have Candy Burris giving reviews on Housewives of Atlanta. So make it make sense to me. How is it so odd for him to come on and discuss a panel that just ended? I'm not understanding. VS is a whole clown. Then you spending all kinds of narratives about Really BTV. Okay, listen, because I'm laying up here looking at how the live was coming on and what's being said in the lives. Now, VS gonna try and say that once QB saw Really BTV in her chat, he made her get off of her live. Okay. QB said that he was at work and he was listening. And once he clocked out and got in the car, then he went live. At that point, BS's live was already over. Really B had already explained that she was in the car and she was driving, and BS raised a question talking about what is Really B TV gay, which is that even your business? That's first and foremost. But Really B was going to respond to her, and she answered her and she told her, "No, I'm not gay." Okay. In the meantime, because she said that she was driving and she really couldn't type into the chat, but as soon as she made it to her destination, that she would tell her, that she would give her a more informative response. Well, by the time she makes it to the gas station, now VS, her live is off. BS comes back live talking about how Really B was going to come onto her chat. She sent her the link, but when QB told her not to come on to BS's live, she decided not to do it. Yada yada yada, trying to play this mind game. Listen, anybody can see the Jedi mind trick. I mean, this girl is spinning, 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 and her chat is eating it all up, which couldn't be further from the truth. But this is what they do, and I said, now, Camille, who was asking? Brother Jay? I feel like BS is reaching for, girl, she is reaching with rubber man arms. You're in search of a situation that's just not there. Now you're trying to pit house against house. Why? For what? Is that even an issue? All of this is stemming from a gentleman's panel. It's just like QB said. The original gentleman's panel had House of Jay Wilson and House of Treasure in it together. So I'm not understanding how it is that now you spend this whole narrative that Jay Wilson is trying to get everybody to come over there to his side from the House of Treasure. This is crazy to me. I really wish they wouldn't either, because see, when you respond to her, that gives her nothing but more to talk about. More talking about it. And if y'all don't see it, I see what's going on. I see what's going on, honey. Cause see, you see things that the people that are actually involved in it, you see what they don't see. So you gotta paint the picture. You gotta paint the picture for everybody if that's the case. Because this whole narrative that you're trying to spin is so far fetched that nobody else can see it. But every time somebody feed into the bull crap, that's exactly what she does. And I know that this won't be the end of it. As long as she considers it commentary, that's what she's going to do. Then she wants to talk about everybody else's situation and not talk about how the entire Mess Express is just falling apart. It's in shambles. It's ridiculous. And right now, anybody that will come on the Mess Express, she's happy to see him. When Jay Wilson went on there, that did her a favor. She said, "Oh," and made no mistake about it. Oh, I got my clicks and views, so I was fine with it. And then too, I don't understand why people are so up in arms about this whole thing being the money grab. People are on YouTube for entertainment. They're on it for additional revenue. Whatever they're on it for, that's their own personal reason. You don't have to keep pointing that out, because a lot of times people don't even make excuses for it. I don't have to explain to you why I'm on YouTube and why um, I'm trying to generate this second, third, or fourth avenue of revenue. Yeah, well, she's known for being very divisive if she can. Hell, she's divisive within her own TSCC little organization. So it doesn't surprise me for her to be divisive when it comes down to other groups. That doesn't surprise me. But nothing that she does surprises me. I just didn't get it. What's the point? There's so much going on that you felt like you had to go on this entire hour long live about it. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Good morning. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I do know that everybody is entitled to their opinion. The opinions of L. Teddy, they were valid. He could say whatever he want to say. And guess what? At the end of the day, even at the end of all this so-called division, everybody is still together. So what was the point? The Mess Express, the gentleman's panel is still the gentleman's panel. Now L. Teddy was confused by it, but Jay Wilson, one thing about Jay Wilson, and we all can agree, he is going to follow the bag. He is definitely going to follow the bag. He makes no excuses about it. Child, listen, it's not factual tea. What it is innuendo. You're reaching. You're trying to make something out of nothing and then expecting everybody to respond, therefore giving you more to talk about. That's all that is. Now, if she wants somebody to see something, we all see that. And it's very clear because that's what she does. If she wasn't talking about that, what else would she be talking about? What else would she be talking about? And truth be told, in just a few minutes, I don't know how long it's gonna take Chopper, but Chopper has gotten fed up with the entire bullshit of it all. He has. The Chopper done stopped calling himself Chopper. Now he's Sarah. So girl, he a whole nother person. And let it be told, in my opinion, as far as the Mess Express goes, Chopper, now this is just me. Chopper has absolutely no personality, but he does have a lot of resources, and he knows how to dig in the mess. Anytime you have a lot of time on your hands, yeah, you have time to dig in the mess. You have time to insert yourself in everybody's chat so that you can get down to the get down. Then you turn around and give it to VS so she can, because she's the face of it all, so she can turn around and present it. No, wait a minute, honey, because that sounds like a whole job. I need a whole paycheck for that. Because if that's the case, then he could do that whole thing on his own platform and get paid for real and let her do her own thing. Because quiet as a cat, she's always talking about, oh, I got this tea from there, from this source, and this tea from this source. Well, do you have any tea of your own? Yeah, I remember when he left before. I remember when he left before, girl, it was a whole mess. And that whole thing, the whole outing him, that whole situation when it came about, girl, I remember he called into Sean Bradley's live and they were talking about it and they were going back and forth. And he was mad because Sean Bradley told him to next time he tried to commit suicide, he was gonna send him the razors, girl, to put lemon juice in it. It was a whole mess. Now it was an entire mess. And that was a long time ago. But during that time, Chopper and VS had fallen out. And now I guess it's all just turning around coming to a head once again. Which, because of VS's paranoia, this is going to be a never ending saga with her. Never ending. Every time you turn around, it's going to be one mess after the other. And if there's nothing going on the streets, she's going to generate some mess. That's just how it goes. Anytime the streets get dry, okay, here come another generation. And she even said it. Because if that was the case, then I can already see that happening, because with that whole DC Gate thing, you premiering lives that took place way back then. Why? We've been there, done that. We've heard it all. We've heard it all. We've all formed our own opinions of it, and it is what it is. Moving on. What we got going on now? What's new? I don't. I can't get it. I cannot get it. And then this whole attack um on Lady P. Let me tell you something. Lady P is like every other content creator on the YouTube streets. She has an opinion. And if she has something to say, she's going to say it, no matter how you may feel about it. Now, one thing I can say and I can respect about Lady P is she go up for who she go up for. And if she's going to defend you, that's what she's going to do, whether it's reciprocated or not. That's what she's going to do. Everybody has an opinion. Just like the live that she and JLC did yesterday. Okay, she had an opinion. Some people had something to say about her commentary. Well, her commentary is her commentary. She's seeing it and saying it how she see fit and how she's calling it. How you gonna get mad about that? You getting mad about somebody's opinion? Yeah, it is, but not to let her tell it, girl. Girl, you were very proud of those puppies and how you were selling them for $1,500, honey. You came up a little bit on that one. Let you said it. You gonna kill the poor dog, keep breeding it just so you can come up on a little coin. And that's another thing with all this free time that she has on her hands. Find you something else to do. Because one thing, a busy person doesn't have time to sit around and dig around in people's background. Digging around in people's backgrounds has gotten old anyway. And you know what? Let me say this. I would like to congratulate Trey for accomplishing just what he set out to accomplish. He set out to gain his subscribers and his monetization in a month, all behind the mess. So all of them contributed to that. Everyone that went against him contributed to him getting monetized and getting his subscribers. So don't sit back and complain about it now. Yes, it was messy. No, it wasn't all the way right, but it was what it was. And then I was listening to his live last night, and you steady regurgitating everything that's already been said. So we know how you got there. It's cool. Moving on, moving right along. Now what? That's the whole thing. Last night, I think it was Kareem that said that yes, you can get the subscribers, but then once you get them, how you going to keep them? And if it's all going to be based on mess, and well, I can say this: YouTube is one big reality show. It really is, and there will always be mess over here to talk about. There will always be this one against that one. And in the middle of all that, then they may throw in just a little bit of celebrity news. They may throw in a little bit of current event. They may throw in a story time or two. That's just the feel of it now. I guess that's the new blog. That's the new blog system now. And to be honest, vlogging is nothing but you talking about what you think to be right in your mind, your life, how you feel about current events, how you feel about situations. That's exactly what it is. I know as soon as I clicked on YouTube, because normally, yeah, now Trey has to keep them. That's why he posed the question last night. Okay, because he asked his chat. Okay, what is it that you guys want me to talk about? You want me to talk about celebrity gossip, or you want me to talk about YouTube gossip? And a lot of people did say both. And I like him for some things, but I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's over exaggerated though. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's over exaggerated. And that whole thing, okay, you've been reading Brother Jay for a whole week now. Don't you think it's time to let that go? It's time to let that part go. You've been dragging, you got on there, you drug everybody on the gentleman's panel except QB. Because QB was in the chat. And QB was like, look, I'm not here for the dragon, so I'm out. And I respect that. Because he had everything, and he had everything they mom to say about everybody on that panel, especially Brother Jay and L Teddy. Now, one thing I can say, well, yeah, I wish him well too in his endeavors. I peep over there every now and then. One thing I can say about L Teddy gonna give it to you just how it is. That's one thing I can say about him. He will give it to you just how it is and just how he sees it. No sugarcoating, no no ass kissing involved. Because when he get ready to be shady, he does. And when he gets ready to open that book and start reading, he does. So I definitely get it. Y'all know what? VS is a whole mess. Now she done posted a poll, and she wants to know, really BTV is house of who after she was made to leave TSCC Live. Now that's just messy. Because at the end of the day, really B came on, she spoke her truth, and now she's going on about her day. She's doing her community service. Child, well, last night, girl, it was like 300 and some people up in that live, honey. You couldn't tell him shit didn't stink. Good night, mama. I understand about those night shifts, girl. 7P to 7A absolutely kills me. Especially when I go to have to go to the funeral home too. Get you some rest, boo. You gotta work tonight too. Yeah, it's messy. It's messy because BS. What difference does it make? You made a whole poll based on the lie. What difference does it make? Good morning, Burnley. How are you? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to come in and catch a nap before I had to go because we had 3 viewings last night and today we actually have 4 services. So looks like I gotta get up and put my black on and go and do what I do. But depending on the temperament of YouTube, I'll be sitting in the back of the church, looking down at the phone, waiting on the service to be over. Or sitting in the limo or the hearse, seeing how the day is going to unfold. Oh God, here we go. With Tracy over here getting this news wrong as usual. I guess we'll see. Honey, Deanna is an entire mud duck to me. So in anything and everything that she has to say pretty much falls on deaf ears. But if I feel like it's coming my way, another dragon is right on the tip of my tongue. And I really wish I had her address. I think I can find her P.O. box, but I don't want to have to buy one of those damn WGQ shirts to send her a new baby doll to talk to. And then last night they went behind the gates of Patreon. Whereas I feel like if you're gonna address somebody and you got something to say it to them. What's the well kept secret? It's all good because let you tell you a grown ass woman and you don't give. Now I know that my mouth can be a mess, but I want to give you a little instruction when I'm talking to you, because there are a couple of things that you need to do now. Since you say you're the queen of question, be the queen of answers too. Because you give me ask and answer question T's. You give me that instead of getting on the bandwagon with everybody else. One thing about it, you yourself personally didn't even have an issue with Five Babe until Sean Bradley had an issue with her, until um D Ramsey had an issue with her. Now see, now all of a sudden you got an issue with her. As soon as Heidi Ho wrote that that invisible letter, what you do? Monkey see, monkey damn do. You wrote one too. Girl, everybody wants to talk about be original. Be original, bitch. Create your own shit. Somebody gonna tell it anyway. And I got my ear directly to the street. That's the very reason why, as soon as I get out here to this church, I'm gonna take my position at the back and put my earbud in. Let's see what's really going on. Since you don't mind cussing a motherfucker out, since you don't mind, get all the way into it. And Burnley, tell me this. Have they pulled Shelly's whole card and made her eat her own words? Because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like you did this grand presentation talking about last night at 10 o'clock. You was going to release this and release that. Girl, what happened? 10 o'clock when? Last night, 10 o'clock tonight, tomorrow night? When were you talking about? Because, of course, everybody was going to be there for the mess. But see, the thing about it is, I don't think that she has as much tea as she say she has, because the people that you say are involved have already spilled their own tea. They've already said what the hell they had to say to and about each other. And then yesterday I did hear them talking about, yeah, they got her. They done pulled the whole card because she didn't. They got her. That voice she used to have, people didn't want to do the back and forth with her because she was uh also unstable. Child, that don't work no more, boo. We're going into 2020, so I see that she's changing her platform up to um celebrity gossip now. I see that's what she's doing. Last night she did come on, but she didn't talk about no damn recordings, because nobody wants to deal with you now. Why the hell would I want to call you if you already let everybody know that every call that comes to your line is recorded? For what? That to me is crazy. And then you know what? I don't know why. Well, I do know that once club chat turns on one person, the whole club chat pretty much turned on one person, talking about the blind leading the blind and these puppet masters and puppets. Let me tell you something. Food Junkie said that last week, and he was damn sure right because the only thing Sean Bradley got to say is activate, and what they do, they fucking activate. So he's right. He said a whole mouthful and didn't even know it, and actually it was shady. And I hope Sean Bradley caught it. Mm, I'm trying to figure out when we're gonna stop talking about Jay Wilson and his money and his motives. I'm sick and tired of hearing about that. This is not new. It hasn't been new since he came on the scene with Kaya and TS, and it hasn't changed. He stood firm in it, and he still says it to today. So we can stop talking about that. Everything that he does is strategic, and if at the end of the day it's gonna generate revenue, that's what he's doing. Leave that part alone because that's dead in the water. We all know that. And here Tracy talking about, I told y'all that. I told y'all that's how he was. No, you ain't tell us shit. He told us how he was. But let me ask y'all something. Y'all know how these guys run these panels. And when the panel is on, say, a person's channel, from what I'm getting, yeah, you have permission to run your panel the way you see fit. But if one person that wants to come onto the panel is not accepted, then it's not going to happen. Well, then that means that you don't really have true run of your own panel. You really don't. So it kind of is still a dictatorship. Oh my God. Child, that Jedi mind trick Nicole Tyler Poor. You, in my opinion, she committed YouTube suicide because at the end of the day, you did it for clicks and views. Then you turned around and admitted the shit. Okay, so from now on, what you say is gonna fall on deaf ears. Don't say, believe me, I'm Miss Nicole Tyler, sexy clean, the ruler. No, ma'am, the ruler has been decapitated, bitch, because you took your own head off. You really did. I don't think that was a miss. She did not mean to say that shit there. She really misspoke. And it was all a ploy to get clickbait and also promote the girl Renee that was her guest that was calling herself, I'm going to expose 5A. It was also a way to promote this girl's channel. I went over there, no promotion. It did not work. She chose the wrong person to try to help promote her. Because anything that could be said can be said. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. Y'all, I've been on here for 41 minutes. I'm gonna try to get me a nap. I got my first service at 12, and I'm gonna try at least get me 2 hours in. Now it look like it's gonna have to be 1.5. But thank you so much for joining me. Listen, I'm gonna keep my ears wide open and find out what's going on. I got some information coming in to me from behind the gates. Now, what I need to know is, does Deanna have a Patreon as well? Burnley, do you know if Deanna has a Patreon too? Or is it all behind the gates of Sean Bradley? Because if that's the case, I'll get that if it's just behind the gates of Sean Bradley. Rehearsal? When the hell they rehearsing, boo? Good morning, Denise. Happy Saturday, boo. That chick Chanel, what's going on, boo? If it's an authentic conversation, when the hell are they rehearsing? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll get that one then. Hmm. Okay, so that's fine. So I can go ahead on and listen to whatever the hell they had to say behind the gates that was so mysterious. Hi, Benj. Thank you. How you doing, boo? Girl, we was just up in here talking about the BS and really BTB and QB mess early this morning. People hadn't even had a chance to get up and use the bathroom, and here they come with the mess. I'm glad I'm a night person because I work the night shift. I catch all the early shit. Y'all. Oh, you at work, boo? Thank you. Did everybody hit the like button? I try not to make these lives too long because one thing about a long ass live, after the first 30 minutes, I'm lost in translation. Because at that point we on click and repeat. Click and repeat after that. Okay, Burn, thank you so much, love. I'm gonna get up out here, try to get me a nod or two. But I will be back as the evening unfolds, and we're gonna talk about the mess. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all later. I'll holla.